Hello, YouTube. It is Damien. It is Damien Does England. It is Season 8, Season 1 here with Burnley. And today, it is the transfer special and then Southampton in our first game in the Premier League. We have been busy on stream. We have been busy scouting. We have been busy with work throughout the whole week as well. So I've been up 6 o'clock for a 7 o'clock start scouting people, before I go to work and stuff like that. So it has been busy. And it's only going to continue to be busy for me this week in terms of work anyway. But here we are. We've got some transfers to talk about, and there we go. In terms of where we're meant to finish, I think it was 14th when I last checked. Season preview here is 14th. There we are. We are meant to be lining up in a 4-2-3-1, which I think suits us better than 4-4-2. We'll go through pre-season quickly. We played 4-2-3-1 for these games here. Then against Frankfurt, decided to play 4-4-2. Played okay, but wasn't the greatest. I do have to talk about someone off the bat before we get into it. Solanke. People had lots of problems with him on FM this season. People had lots of problems with him last season's FM. I had problems with him last season at Liverpool to get him to actually grow, score goals. Got a 5.8 in that game. There's two clear-cut chances. Missed a penalty. Look, I'm open to selling him, but he's highly influential here. I'm going to give him a chance halfway through the season. If he's not cutting the mustard, we're going to get rid of him for the money that we can get. Anyhow, we are going to get into the transfer search before we get into that. As you can see, we started with like a $40-odd million budget. Largely the same because we have made sales as well. We are going to talk about those sales too. Calvert-Lewin was here. We got 31 million up front for Calvert-Lewin. I don't know how Norwich decided to pay that. 36 mil. Rogers gone out as well for 10 mil to Huddersfield. Diogo went out for 4.5. Tyron Mings, we got his wage off, which is great. And the rest is all right. Like Deanne's gone out on loan for 79k. A couple of the youngsters there, like Peter Duckett, has gone out on loan. I reckon this guy's going to be really good in the future. And I expect Burnley, like with Brighton, we expect 4 or 5 seasons. I don't expect to win the Premier League first season with Burnley. We definitely haven't built a squad anywhere near as good as what we had first season at Brighton as well, in terms of striking-wise at least anyway. And there we are. And then George Nunn has gone out on loan as well, but this is more loan him out, see if he grows there at Hearts, and then sell him on in the future seasons. Anyway, we will talk about who we brought in here. No one major in terms of money, but just solid enough that we got a solid squad. Callum Wilson, though, when he was leaving Bournemouth and wasn't happy, you had to get him in. He would have been my starting striker. He would have been up there. He would have been like unreal. Scoring goals in pre-season too. I don't know if that shows you. 3 goals in 5. Got injured in my last pre-season game with a hamstring strain. So he's probably going to miss the first few weeks. But this guy's probably, even at 33, is probably my best striker on paper that bangs goals in. He's a decent Premier League player still. And the main reason I brought him in is if this season, even if it's only for one season, that he can come in and get me 15 goals in the season in like 38 league games, probably play about 35. And he could get me 15 goals, which he has done in the past for me. Judging by those numbers, he'll probably get 15 and 30 odd even at an older age. He's still got a bit of his speed as well. Good to link up with Callum Wilson. Do love the guy. Didn't sign any of those guys, but this is a free we did sign. His name is Metin. And Metin was released from Harvard, AC, a club that actually produces a lot of good youngsters that get released a lot. Came up in a scout. Great determination, finishing, dribbling, headering, pace, physically pretty good. 188 centimetres. I've seen this guy score goals in pre-season as an advanced forward in the 4-2-3-1, which I'm thinking about playing. And some really good goals. He plays really well as an advanced forward in a 4-4-2, or he can play complete forward with his height. I actually feel like the composure lets him down a lot, but if this guy can find the back of the net consistently and can grow towards that potential, we've got quite a player. Anyway, Metin, by the way, like I said there, Tommy's someone that I'm thinking for the future. New Zealand international. Without a work permit, however, on loan at Malaga, expecting because he'll be at Malaga playing in the La Liga. He should be able to get a work permit. If not, within 3 years, he should get a work permit playing in La Liga anyway. And I feel like with the 19 determination, the physical this guy's got, I reckon as a Mazzala in the 4-4-2, because I'm going to be switching between the two, this guy's going to be really good. Anyway, Kenny Tete is probably the biggest steal so far. Pep Guardiola at Olympique Lyon, for whatever reason, said Tete is not up to the level of Olympique Lyon. And I was like, he's up to the level for us. Needed a right back to replace Trippier, or Trippier to be a rotation. Unreal pickup, 5 million. Look how good he is. Physically a monster. Loves getting up and down. Good in the 4-4-2. Good in the 4-2-3-1. Great. Needed a centre-back as well. Jemison's really solid. Tackling, marking, passing, headering. 184 centimetres. Very good physically. Very good technically. I feel like him and Consa are going to be both centre-backs. with James being on the bench, and Danilo Pereira's been learning to play ball, playing defender would be our fourth choice. Someone in the chat, I think it was Ayal in the chat, said that or Aviol, in the chat said that we're going to have a really good, strong, group of centre-backs. I reckon we do. Then in the hole, Chenoglu was transfer listed for 7 million, which is worth the punt. Passing, vision, technique, long shots, free kick taking, good at a corner, doing something that I did with Insigne, someone that I know from dead balls has got to create something from free kicks or corners and will pick up assists and goals from that. And if he can do that, mixing him with some long shots, and that he can pick a pass, and the 4-2-3-1 really good. What he also does is provide great depth in the 4-4-2 as an attacking option off the bench, and can also play out wide if injuries do happen to, say, Ojo, Nathan Redmond, if we don't want to really play Nathan Redmond for whatever reason. Chenoglu's there, which kind of means that we've got depth in both areas. 4-2-3-1, I think that's our best system. But in the 4-4-2 as well, I reckon we're not bad. And, we've got people here like Sam Rose is a great youngster. Nathan Redmond's here. He's really still got his pace as a backup player. Marion is probably a better starting player in the 4-2-3-1 than in the 4-4-2. Van den Beek is what I've been told is how it's pronounced. Donny Van den Beek is really good. Very well rounded. This guy's going to play a lot of games, don't worry. Parts is obviously a great midfielder. Lemar, great player, but my favourite player, I have history with him in previous FMs at Portsmouth back in FM15 before I started streaming in that. Allen used to be a wonder kid that grows in. He's scored some bangers in pre-season already. Scored a couple of free kicks. Metin's pretty good. I don't know what to do with Dom Solanke, but there we are. You got Wilson. Shea Ojo's a great winger. I've always used him. He's got great pace. He's also very good physically. Defensively, I feel like we're solid. Munier's now captain. He's apparently our best player according to our coaches and that. I feel like it's okay. Didn't mean to do that. Pick the 4-2-3-1. That's why we do that. There we go. I'm really happy with the squad. I feel like as a squad, this is a better team than Brighton. At Brighton, what we had was better individual talent that were on fire throughout the whole season. Like Marquez didn't let up. Insigne didn't let up. Who else didn't let up there? Mkhitaryan didn't really let up. George Berry at the back. Defensively, Brighton was a better squad. But I feel like just as a whole, in terms of being able to play 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1, being able to interchange players if there's injuries, we have a better squad here today at Burnley than I did at Southampton, at Brighton. Look, Brighton was a freak that we won first season, right? I'm still over the moon. They got pumped 4-0 in their first game in the season, but anyhow, it doesn't matter. Dom Solanke is going to go in there. I think people we need to know, like Chris Hartley is a youngster in the many years to come, could be really good. Sam as well is a youngster, could be really good in the future. And there's also one more as well. Duckett's been playing in the under 18s. The reason I loaned Duckett out instead of keeping him here is first team football in the Championship for Fulham to hopefully help Fulham to get back to the Premier League is good for us in terms of the future of the challenge. Secondly, is because he's playing more first team football should grow a bit more than what Callum's going to grow, but Callum in cup games will probably play. Anyhow, that is what the team looks like. Frederick, as you can see, is key player. He's got really good leadership at 16. Hits why he's captain. But we are going to go Munier, Tete, Jemison, Konsa, Robertson, Marion, Lamar, Allen, Haliolovic. I'm going to pronounce it Allen. Chanoglu, Shea Ojo, and Solanke's going to come in and play as a complete forward on attack because that's what we use with Rodrigo Marquez. Look, Solanke's riding a really tight rope. He has to do it. He dwells on the ball. I don't like it, but I feel like, Metin Aslan isn't the complete package to put into this game, but as someone that's probably good off the bench. The only reason playing 4-2-3-1 today against Southampton is because if we played 4-4-2, I just didn't know if we're going to be good enough. In the 4-2-3-1, I feel like we play our best football, and that's what we need to do. If we're looking to finish mid-table, if we play our best football, most games are not, we'll be fine. Anyway, score predictions in the chat. We are live on stream. Links in the description below YouTube. As always, and if you are enjoying the episode, please go and subscribe and like the YouTube video. We are always going to go press as well as Louis Quetta. Is he still any decent? Not really. They just signed Silva, who's a keeper that I had in the shortlist for a long time. Great player. Kolasinac is probably starting to lose his speed. 32 and looks like that. Unreal. Veste on the other side is not too bad. They've got Danny Ward there, Divock Origi up front. Harry Wilson's a great winger. They've got a really good squad, Southampton. You can see how they made Europe a couple of seasons ago by finishing in the top 6. It's a special day. I can't wait to get started. I'm focused on what we can do today. League table's obviously going to come off as well from last episode. where it got very tight and tense there at Brighton. But off we go. It is going to be us in the black, them in the red and the white. This season should be all about mid-table consolidation, probably for next season as well. Getting a bit of money in the bank, hopefully turn over a profit this season, even though we spent a little bit, got some more wage on. To be honest, I feel like we've cut out a lot and we haven't spent too much. And then if we can keep some profit, really go in and make ourselves big in a transfer market and see what we can do. Anyway, Munier picks up a cross. I expect Munier from crossing that to be really good. It's just his shot stopping worries me. Anyway, Allen on the ball. This is where Allen's good. Coming inside and making good passes. That one there. Look, Callum Wilson probably puts a little bit more pressure on both centre-backs and gets in. Like Origi's just done there. Anyway, Conte does well. Back to Munier and to Robinson. We're good at playing out usually. Robinson being forced wide instead. Hoofs it towards Ojo. He doesn't win it. Robson there's done enough. It goes long, not towards Solanke though. A little bit of pump ball coming in. We've missed a header. Mason Mount inside to Elanusi can probably hit one. Holgerberg puts it wide. Early chance for Southampton. Not our best moment, but that's fine. 2 miles between what's the best way for us to line up 4-2-3 on a 4-4-2. The board really likes possession-based football, but we didn't get it as a philosophy, so we can get away playing 4-4-2 all season if needs be as well. I just don't know. I'm in 2 minds. Like the 4-2-3-1 looked really good in pre-season, yet there was games in pre-season we switched to 4-4-2 at half-time, but it looked good. And then against Frankfurt, it didn't look the greatest. Anyway, Allen loves a long shot. We're going to see a lot of highlights like that this season, but we also see a lot of highlights where he bangs it in top bins from deep. Anyway, Silva goes short. Don't let him turn. Gundoze, Holgerberg. Their midfield's really good. I really rate this Southampton side, to be honest. Ter Avis with the ball, picks it up and runs with it. This is where we need Shea Ojo to come back with the ball. Doesn't. Tete heads though towards Allen. Just left him short, but Allen wins it back. And Allen's going to go with it now. Inside, back to Tete. He's really good at keeping it. Marin now. And this is where Burnley just need to show a little bit and really try and play. Yet again, it's another long ball towards Solanke. I'm not happy with this at all. Gundoze with the ball as well. Plays it in to Manolas. Goes long towards Divock. Divock's in 1v1. Divock scored. Divock was onside. I believe it was onside anyway. I thought it was. We are 1-0 down, and I don't know why, but that's not the first highlight that we've seen where they've gone, Tete has gone long. Apparently I'm doing frantics over there. We're not happy with that at all. He looked onside by a mile, to be honest. The goal's confirmed. There we are. He looked on by a mile. We'll double check it, why not? Yeah, by a mile. Anyway, off we go. You can see it from that highlight. Anyway, corner. It's Wilson, though. Wrong end there. We can't afford to go a couple goals down. Munier there. I'm actually going to tell us to just demand a little bit more. Throughout the most part of preseason, we created a lot of chances in this 4-2-3-1. Today, we've been okay, but not the best. And really, Southampton have really done us in quite a little bit here. I might switch to the 4-4-2 at half-time, to be honest, as well. I feel like we will. Team talk there, not happy with that. I'm going to take Chenoglu off here and move into the 4-4-2. Ojo can do a decent job there. I am going to get Metin Aslan in. We're going to call him Metin for the season. In as the 4-4, in the 4-4-2 as the advanced forward. I don't know which one's better yet. Like, I'm really tossing up in 2 minds. I feel like both are solid, and I feel like both will probably achieve what we want. The 4-4-2, though, we know how good it is at winning the ball back, and off we go. Anyway, Robinson, as we say that, we win the ball back. Marin, really good at picking a pass. Ojo now comes inside. His ball into Solanke. Metin wasn't far away. But all of a sudden, the 4-4-2, just a little bit of zip, a little bit better. Off we go. We're changing it up. We're going to give Southampton something different to look at. You know, they've been really good at picking us apart, though, where we haven't been the best. Anyway, Harry Wilson, corner. Rips in a good ball too. Concert heads, but only fires Elanusi back out to Wilson, who can whip in a good ball yet again. Ball in Origi, make it 2-0. And it's game over here. First game of the season. We're going to get beat here at Burnley. We're probably waiting for a tough period of the save. And I'm saying that Burnley wouldn't be the easiest one. I don't think it would be as bad as like Fulham or maybe Cardiff or something, but Burnley could be really, really difficult. Anyway, ball in Origi heads. Munier maybe should do a bit better there, but in the end, not the best from us at all. And it looks like we're in a little bit of trouble. I'm actually going to get Nathan Redmond in as another inside forward here. On attack. We will go into that. Don't really have a right back to bring in there. Tete's not having his best of days. I'm going to just tell the boys to push a little bit more forward. If we can get one, you never know. Anyway, Marin now with the ball. In the Consa. Consa there on the ball. Into Marin. Marin now. Ball in the Consa. His ball over the top. Looking for Dominic Solanke. Don't trust him in this situation. And Solanke's going to worry me all year, I reckon. I didn't want to sell him because he's a highly influential player in the group. He would get upset if we transfer listed him. I just want to see what we can do with, what he could do maybe for half a season. Anyway, from what I've seen in pre-season, he's not going to cut the mustard. Anyway, Origi there. Flicks on a nobody. Look, this is where this 4-4-2 has to create. We have to get the ball out. We have to look the play. Jemison goes long. Metin's come in, but doesn't win it. Kolasinac heads just enough back to Silva. That's fine. They're so short. Metin's been a bit lazy here. Should have just dropped in to make it difficult for them. Wilson's on the ball. Origi there as well. I reckon we're going to get beat here by 3 or 4, to be honest. We haven't seen too much from us. In the end, Kolasinac again. He goes long over the top. Origi's giving us the run around. Robson should get on that. Back to Munier, who can go long. And the captain, he does go long. Ball there. Metin heads down. Solanke. Lamar making a good run from distance. Lamar with a chance. Silva with a good save. Yet again, the 4-4-2 has looked a bit better than the 4-2-3-1. Where the 4-2-3-1 in pre-season looked a lot better than the 4-4-2. It's weird. Anyway, Allen, ball in back stick. Solanke runs past it. And Marin there will pick it up. It should be the highlight over. Redmond comes inside. Should be highlight over. I'm hoping it's highlight over. It is highlight over. There we are. Look, we just need to find something from us and see if we can make it happen. Anyway, Kolasinac is out injured. I am going to bring Van den Beek in as well as advanced playmaker on attack to see if he can drive a little bit more forward with it. But I feel like it's game over here, barring like miracles upon miracles. Would love to see us get one, just to say we got one as well, and that we saw something. There's been half moments, but not really nothing too much. Look, if we could just be solid at home and away from home, whatever happens, I'm okay with that. But we are going to lose our first game here, 2-0. We didn't spend big in the window. There wasn't really anyone really attractive to pick up, and not really anyone that really wanted to come to us. And it will be game over. We do lose to Southampton 2-0, who are a team of good quality. Always finished top half in the Premier League. I'm not happy with the performance, and there we are. Look, it happens, and that's how it goes, unfortunately. For everybody on YouTube, though, that's a new look at Burnley in our first game in charge at Burnley. Not the best way to start. I still feel like this team's good enough to finish mid-table, but very, very different to what Brighton was. Brighton had some key, really good players, really good for the level of the Premier League. This one's just really solid. So I'm expecting this to be a little bit more of a slog. 4 or 5 years here. But I reckon there's a good enough base to build on for the future. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anyway, from DAMMO Does England, that's the end of season 8, episode 1 with here at Burnley. I'll see you guys next time for the next episode, wherever that may be. Links in the description below. Go like the YouTube episode. Thank you and goodbye.